Good morning, everyone. What is today's day? I am so discombobulated. It is Tuesday.
Wealth Wellness Wednesday.
I am so sorry. I overslept, but good morning, everyone. This is Carol, so AKA Naughty Bus, live. I think I'm live with two
Sistas. Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Janice, AKA Wellness Diva 5.0. Yes, it is Wealth Wellness Wednesday. We are not going live on our Facebook page as we have some technical difficulties with my laptop. So I am on my cell phone and we are recording this to the cloud. It will be uploaded obviously at some point today. So Wealth Wellness Wednesday, as you may see, I am in a different location. And the lamp behind me, it's kind of hysterical. I just realized, and I don't even have my glasses on. It looks like I'm wearing a hat.
Yeah, I was going to say, it reminds me of the old, of course, now we call them flight attendants, but it looks like the old stewardess pill hat.
Yes, it does. Or I was thinking way back when, obviously not that type of a shape, but the nurses' hats that they used to wear, but obviously they were a little bit different.
Like the
flappy.
flying.
Yes,
like the flying. Yeah, just like the flying mud.
I'm not flying anywhere, but I did have a long drive yesterday. I just want to let everybody know I am in King of Prussia, Pennsylvania. My son, unfortunately, is in the hospital again. Considering everything, he's doing well. So I just want to update everyone. And, you know, thank you so much, as always. Oh, my God. Thoughts, prayers, wishes, they are truly felt. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Excuse me. And my son thanks you. So Wealth Wellness Wednesday. Not sure what I am going to do with that today, but you never know what may pop up. So I'm just going to kind of go to the flow with the flow, and we'll see what happens. Well, that's a new lipstick on you.
It is new. It's a little bright, but you know, when you you have to suffer from, you know, I always say when people fly and when you fly into another time zone, it normally takes you 1 week to get back every hour, like, you know, totally clear-headed time-wise. For some, it's like a day. So I try to always go with a day. So for every hour, I add a day on of, I know I'm going to need that amount of time to like clear my head, get on the right time zone body-wise. And it does play havoc on your system with your wellness for sure, because you're discombobulated. Like I said, I literally could not remember what day it was. I've also been doing late night Zooms, or that start around 8:39, and then they don't end till like midnight. So my body is saying it's 9 o'clock, but I'm, you know, starting to get that tired feeling being on Eastern Coast time. So needless to say, I'm going to bed a little bit later to make sure that I don't get disrupted sleep, even though it may be waking up at a different time than I normally would. I want, you know, I'm trying to get my body into a good restful state. So needless to say, it was a little bit after 12 by the time I went to bed. So literally, you know, we were going to try to go on for 7 a.m. this morning, and literally Jen was my alarm clock. Are you coming on? Like,
well, and excuse me, the funny thing was when we were chatting about it last night, you're like, oh, let's do 7 a.m. And I'm thinking, right. Oh my God, I'm exhausted. Am I going to be up by 7 a.m.? I'm like, oh, okay. And we had a little slacker here this morning, but that's okay.
Yeah, and then totally slacking for sure. But, you know, and I'm still like, literally, I threw on. So getting back to what we were chatting about, the lipstick, I just like, I didn't have my glasses on, just threw on some lipstick. I haven't even really brushed my hair, threw on some clothes, and here I am. But, you know, we love what we do, so we adapt. And for, you know, sometimes if our brain is not right, I have not had my morning activate, which really does kind of like give me that juju of mental clarity, especially, which I probably should have, but, you know, we were on a time crunch. So I was already in delay mode. I didn't want to delay it anymore. So, you know, that happens. But we love Wealth Wellness Wednesday. Now that I realize what day it is, it's probably one of the best days of the week for many people, for many reasons. A lot of people think it's like the halfway point, like the week is like 2.5 days old, into it. I only have 2.5 more days till I get to that, TGIF Friday. That whole mindset of that hump day, which, Wednesday was always called, doesn't really exist anymore because their whole lifestyle has changed, whether they're homeschooling, whether now they're working out of the home, they're still part of brick and mortar, but maybe their brick and mortar company said, look at, work out of the home. A lot of companies have been good that way, especially smaller companies. Larger corporations are really finding that downsizing their what they pay out for employees, electricity, all those big expenses that come with a brick and mortar, are kind of happy that their employees are now working out of the house. So things have changed. That Wednesday, from the hump day perspective, is not as, I believe is not as prevalent, but we like it because it's a time to embrace entrepreneurship, or anyone that has that money mindset to actually go out and do good with money, because the more money you have, the more that you can impact. Maybe it's your local community. Maybe you're taking on a new project yourself. Maybe you're helping someone. So many people need help these days because of all what's going on. Our economy, is not doing as well as it could be doing. And these are the kind of the punches that we are being kind of punched at. And we've got to kind of dodge the bullet, dodge the punch, as to finding creative ways to impact our health and our wellness, because you got to have a healthy relationship with money in order to really be successful. And it's not about the monetary. The whole point of Wealth Wednesday has never been about the monetary amount. It's about the act. We always talk about we're not in control how, what is going on in our world, going on in our government, going on in our local community in that regard. We're only in control of how we act and how we react. And a great way to show that is, it's not like I said, not the monetary, it's the actual physical act of trying to surprise an unsuspecting, that's the key word, person with a financial exchange. Now, they're not exchanging the money with you, because when a lot of people say, we use the word exchange, so I'm waiting for them to give me something back. No, you are surprising them with an unexpected monetary amount, whether it's $1, whether it's $5, $20, whether you're at a restaurant and you decide to double tip. A lot of people do that. Whether you are in line at a grocery store or a coffee shop, donut shop. I'm not a fan of the donut shop or the coffee shop, but a lot of people obviously do. Although they do, some of those places are now adapting to people, with things with a healthier version of something. So they're not all that bad. But, maybe paying for the person in front of you, maybe paying for the person behind you. Maybe you're at the grocery store and that family, with the screaming kids realized, oh my God, I went $10 over. I don't have it. I don't have my debit card on me. Here's a $10 bill. What's the difference? You would be surprised when that small act of kindness is unsuspecting, how that person that is receiving that unsuspected kindness appreciates it. It really just releases these great endorphins of goodness and good feeling. And they remember that. Now, they may not remember it in such a way that they can do something on the spot for somebody right then, but they do remember it. And it encourages them to remember that humanity, we're good people. We have goodness within us, but it takes action. It takes you to go out now to make that action happen, to create that ripple effect, that domino effect. So we always talk about Wealth Wednesday, getting and jumping on that train of wellness and having that healthy relationship, because when you realize that, it's all about law of attraction. A lot of people will agree and disagree regarding law of attraction. I'm a firm believer in whatever you put out, you receive. It's not always obviously instant, but it does show a mindset that you have to consciously do it. Like, oh my God, I only have to, and especially for those that, don't have that extra dollar in their pocket, that extra $5, you are going to be impacted even more so. It's about that mindset and having that healthy relationship with money that you can give an unsuspecting financial exchange with somebody. You're going to receive the reward of, sometimes because maybe you're right there when it happens. A lot of times you're not privy. Like sometimes I'll stick it in different products at a grocery store, a convenience store, whatever. So I don't know. but I try to always imagine all the people that I've been, doing this for so many years now, impacting people. It's been, Jesus, coming on, God, I think it's coming on, might be 3 years that I've been doing Wealth Wellness Wednesday. And it really is a great way to get into that good, healthy mindset with money and helping others that just don't expect it.
Yeah, that is so true. And as you were chatting, it brought to mind on a different level, meaning now this person obviously is well known, and I'm just going to come out and say it because this made me think of her, but on a corporate level, Sarah Blakely, who is the Spanx CEO, recently surprised her employees. Huge surprise. 2 first-class plane tickets and $10,000. And I was like, oh my God. And I think and like I said, on a huge level, this is somebody that values her employees. I don't know much about her other than, yes, I do have some Spanx products, love them. But what was interesting about, she came from a place of, she wanted to obviously make a difference. And after selling, I believe it was fax machines, she was selling fax machines on the side because she needed money to pay for health insurance. She started this company. She is the youngest self-made female billionaire. So for her to surprise her employees like that, coming from a place of such, I can imagine, gratitude.
Right. And she's been on a lot of different online activities that we've gone with entrepreneurs, and she's spoken exactly about that, about, where she started and how she actually came up with the idea of Spanx, which I thought was really cool. And I know there were so many women who could relate because they did the exact same thing. She just went a step further and said, no, I'm going to make a product for it. And that was just wearing the old-fashioned pantyhose. And she was going to be wearing something shorter, I believe, like a skirt or shorts or whatever. So she ended up just cutting them. So the nylon part was basically off, but she had that support from the nylon in the tushy area. And, that's how basically Spanx was born. And, she took her idea to a whole conglomerate, huge business. But she always talks about her humble beginnings. So everyone has humble beginnings. For most people, not everyone's born with a silver spoon in their mouth. So it's a matter of how you get creative. But she also knew the importance of giving back. And she frequently incorporates that in any speech that she gives to other entrepreneurs on, having that money mindset. You have to have that healthy relationship. Did she think this big before? No. But what she's grateful for is because now she kept, believing in herself, believing in her product, believing in her company, put the long hours in, that she knew someday that even during that time frame, she was, giving all the whole entire way. And now she's reached that pivotal moment where how cool it is that you can do it and not blink, write that check out of $10,000 to every employee and write that credit card bill for all those first-line airline tickets. That just doesn't happen. She was a work in progress. And it just goes to show you the mindset that you need to believe in yourself, to keep pushing forward, whatever that idea is. And know that along the way, you got to show appreciation. You got to show gratitude, because we know when we talk about it, gratitude is the greatest of all emotions.
Yes, it is. I think of other, and I'm not going to even mention their names, other celebrities, if you will, who are constantly in the spotlight for different things. I think it really, for me, embodies that person who is like, wow, I have this idea. Can I do it? And she went for it. I have to see if Sarah wrote any books, because I would be interested to obviously read that book. I think it's absolutely fascinating. Love Spanx. But anyway, Wealth Wellness Wednesday. How are we going to make it a great day? Well, sometimes you just never know what you are inspired to do when you are put in different situations that maybe you didn't think you would be in. Who knows? We'll see where today takes us, and it's kind of a neat feeling, especially in the midst of everything happening. And I'm so inspired with gratitude. I don't know. Who knows? We'll see what happens.
It's true. And I love thinking about, because sometimes an idea pops in my head, and other times I kind of go throughout the day and just let that right moment present itself. So that's kind of part of the coolness about it. I look forward to, like, I'm looking around, where am I going? Who's going to receive? And what am I going to do? And it's part of the hunt of passing goodness on. It's just a kind of a cool feeling.
Yes, it is. And on that note, Wealth Wellness Wednesday, obviously, when people view or listen to this, it will be then pre-recorded, right? Today we have, there's always something that happens, right? And we knew that potentially I would have an issue with my laptop, but we tried it anyways to see if we could figure it out. Didn't happen that way. Had to go on my other account. But the message, I guess, that I want to say is whatever, excuse me, whatever is in your heart to accomplish or do, that idea that you have, something that inspires you to inspire others, it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be polished. You don't have to have fancy equipment. You can still do it through the voice, through the power of your voice, through the power of your words. And on that note, my name is Janice, aka Wellness Diva 5.0 and King of Prussia. And isn't it interesting that my middle name in Latin means queen? There you go. And I am with you,
Sistas, and this is Carol Sue, aka Naughty Boss. There is, like, Naughty just means grandmother in Italian. So other than that, and I take that to heart. We wish you a great Wealth Wellness Wednesday. Go out, be kind. Remember, it's not about the monetary amount. It could be $1. It doesn't matter. It's just about the act of kindness. And that's what we really want to focus on, being kind to each other in a world that's so uncertain right now. Sometimes it feels overwhelming. This is something that's in your control to do, to pass on kindness that hopefully creates that ripple effect. You get on the kindness train and pass it forward and shake it up, shake things up today. Why not? What else you got going on, right? Feeling good. Even exhausted, but I'm still feeling pretty good. But we will see you tomorrow for Trending Thursday. See, I got it right. I think I'm on track. You guys have a great day, and we'll chat tomorrow.
Bye, everyone.